What ongoing steps should organizations take on a yearly or monthly basis to keep unauthorized users out of their systems? This is a good question and it's vague, and that's probably the case, right? So the answer is also vague. The truth is, there's a decent amount of things, but there's a couple of basic hygiene things, right? So the first thing is, at least on an annual basis, some council or group should meet and talk about cybersecurity, right? Now, I'm aware that the cybersecurity guy just told you to talk about cybersecurity and that it's not the most compelling topic. And undoubtedly, very few people watching this, cybersecurity is actually part of their job title. But if you have some liability in the organization, if you're a risk holder, you're an owner, or you're part of the board of directors, or you have stock in the company, or something, you carry the risk of the company. Having at least a 1 hour conversation a year and saying, do we have these policies in place? Are we training our people? And I'm going into kind of things you should do every year. Are we reviewing access and permissions? And do we actually test our policies? Those are probably the best things to do. And genuinely, everyone, they have a very positive impact on insurance rates. If you can document that you're doing this thing and you're actually paying attention and somebody's actually taking the little bit of time to intentionally go through a process to evaluate things, you're ahead of the pack again. Now, this is something Endsight does for our clients as well. If you are one of our security clients at a certain tier, we do have annual exercises where we will test your plans, and we do have cadence calls on a regular basis where we can say, hey, let's make sure security is at least top of mind for 30 minutes a month. Right? And that's usually enough. Right? I'm not going to say it's always enough, and of course, nothing's ever perfect, but it's more than most. Most people, this is an afterthought until the breach happens or your account manager tries to sell you something again. And of course, that's not their job at Endsight, but that is how it tends to manifest. So I would say every year there should be an annual meeting that says, cybersecurity is everybody's job. Are we training our people appropriately? Do we have policies in place for various cybersecurity things? And does everybody know their responsibilities in these policies? And finally, if you're really, really on top of it, is our technology in place that is recommended and modern? Those are things that are important, and it genuinely does not take that much time, and it generally does not take that much money. But a breach does.